So, hey, welcome to the channel. We got cut off there in the last video. So what we've got so far, I'm struggling a bit with this. Trying to get all the ingredients in here. Space is also an issue. I think it might work out alright. I'm trying to I was thinking I'll try to realise the sort of the clock sort of being alarmed or something. But I'm sort of subtly changing it. Don't know how much. So I'm always struggling to keep things into perspective. Maybe that's a metaphor for my life. I can't keep it together sometimes. Keeping it boxed up and keeping it in check. You know, like I'm struggling with this to keep this out in composition. I know what I've got. I've got that. It's all marked out with the pencil. I know, and yet I'm trying to get out of it. Is that metaphorical? You know, it might be. You know. So what I'm going to do now? I think. See that fucking screensaver? I try to disable it, and it's like, how do you disable screensaver? I thought I'd done it, and I hadn't done it. How do you do it? Fucking thing comes on and fucks up what I'm doing. I don't know how to do it. I think it might be. I figured out how to unlock the screen. Sometimes kids probably manage better than I do, but sometimes I think it's difficult to know how to get to something right away. In computers, there's so many options, isn't there? It's like, why the fuck is it? And you can miss it. Right, stop moaning and get on with it. Right, so what are we doing? I think we're gonna have to go for a coffee. Probably because I'm actually not in a great mood with this, to be honest with you. But there's the. Why don't we just get the roof in? So the dimensions of that roof. Missing out, leaving out that bit, get that bit, and that bit in there, and make that important. Not sure how that's going to work. If that fits right in there. Well, I think the sign is a vital important thing. So it has to be there. So I think we could start by drawing the sign. Its location. It's difficult, isn't it? Yeah. Very, very difficult fitting all that in there. Yeah. You're getting to see an artist at work, making an arse of everything. So I'm getting the hang of it. So we've got penciled in. It's all very difficult squeezing it all in, but I'm insisting on having the chimney, so that's come way out of the composition. So that's going to have to be cut out. I mean, this is all a bit of fun, I suppose. It's giving me extra work, and if I went to some framer or something, it would be awkward as anything to piece it in over the actual border. So basically, we've got. You can see all the smudging that's happened, the red. So I need to think very carefully. Probably. Well, we'll give that a bit of a squirt. What we need to do is, I didn't want that red seeping out like that. Fucking hell. I didn't. So I'm going to get a brick colour, sort of brown. So you've got like a beige colour there, the brick infills. I'm going to try and get more disciplined with this than I was the last one. And try and, so you get the dark elements of the roof, the grey roof, and the lettering. See, the lettering's already been messed up. So what we're going to do is going to tape over that bit with the Western Arms and do that at the end. Alright? So I've taped up the Westerton Arms sign. Just gonna have to. The brown's gonna have to cover that. That's gonna be a light brown. It's gonna have to cover that red, right down there, right up there. Yeah, I just had an idea. Instead of doing that, what about doing a digital? It's like this conceptual art, isn't it? What about 4:18? Because the accident happened at 4:20. Or when did it happen? I don't know. I think it was 4:20. Was it 4:18? Why don't we put 4:18? 4 and a 1 and an 8. I also had this idea. This is art. This is. Have you got plenty of time to cut these circles out and have a number in the background? Now that's not actually that difficult, you know. All you need to do is have a bit of paper behind it with the desired image what you want on it to show through. That'd be a 4 and a 1 and an 8 or whatever it might be if it's the hands of the clock. You can actually get. We're getting into stuff here, aren't we? You can actually get a, you could print off an image of a clock and put them in the background. And then you would just tape it to the, so you have 2 bits of paper. This is old school. This is with art, isn't it? Creating art. It's like without the use of, well, I'm using a computer because of what went there, but this is like I'm a dinosaur here. You know, why you don't need me. Elon Musk doesn't need me. Just get rid of me. Get a computer to do it. Who the fuck needs some fucking aging old fart sitting there with dirty hands? We're all doomed. Humanity's doomed. So, just thinking if that would work. I tell you, we'll just put that down as food for thought. That maybe the next one might have that, or I could maybe start off with 2 big circles as the clock faces right there, make them bigger, more prevalent, and then cut them and have the images in the background. I think at this point in time I haven't quite left enough space to cut that out. Especially given that it's going to be going over the it's not going over the border, it's just at the very edge of it. That's an interesting thought, that, yeah. Anyway, hello, welcome back to the channel. I'm just trying to I'm trying to sort of do the background, as in the hotel. I'm trying not to get too into it. The problem is that you start doing all the nooks and crannies and everything there, and it kind of detracts from the main characters in this performance, which is the mini. The stop sign, look, that red has really annoyed it, isn't it, there, coming down there below the stop sign. There's a solution for this. This cock-up could make the stop sign bigger. Oh God! Can make it bigger, but I can't take them. I can't make the middle bit bigger. I can make the red bit bigger. overall I can make the whole I don't want to. I don't want to actually. How would that work if I made that bigger? Fucking hell. I could make it bigger. It doesn't look quite circular, does it? I mean, what we'll do is we'll do a circle test. Look. It's not circular. It doesn't really need to be circular, does it? Well. Oh. Yeah, I've decided to make the circle bigger. Try and compensate for the red blotches. This is really rather difficult. It is. It's very, very difficult knowing where to stop with it. So a lot of times you go, oh right, you know, you're going too far. There are times I think, oh, see like that there, the chimney. That's all it needs is the outline, probably. Still can't decide what to do with that bit there. I'm actually wanting to get away. I want to run away from this. I'm a bit troubled today. I'm just sort of not. I'm not too happy with. Yeah. I'm thinking I'd like to run away from everything. Yeah. You know, like just sort of get away. I don't really feel any purpose. I don't even see the point of doing this. I don't even see what it's going to do. People are going to go, oh aye, that's good, and that'll be that. And I don't see much point in doing it. I don't see much point in doing anything actually. Ugh. You know, but I know I need to function and I need to go on with things. There's things I need to do. So that area behind the clock, that area there should be light, shouldn't it? Should we just leave it white? Probably put a bit of it's really difficult to know where to stop with this friggin' thing. I'll do a bit of white. Looks a bit too obvious. It's just paper, doesn't it? And how does that contrast with the rest of it? Probably just do a very, very light blue. There's a sky. There's buildings behind it, but I don't want to start going. I've already went into it with that blue bit there. I probably shouldn't have bothered doing that. I could do the outline of these buildings in pencil. Probably aye. I'm not sure. Still can't make up my mind. I'm seriously thinking about cutting these two. Clocks out. They're like two eyes, aren't they? It's very sort of anthropomorphized. I think it's not really turning out that well, actually. So I thought about putting Dr. P in there, Dr. Paterson, because that's who it was. The clock was for. I think I'm going to have to leave that background there like that. Then all I need to do is sort that window and the sign. I'll do that with Sharpie pens. So I'll be pretty much what we're doing with it then. If you're not going to do much more pastel. Might as well spray it. Are we done with the mini? Probably. What about the chimney? Bit more detail around it. Doesn't really need it, does it? You can overwork artwork, overwork it, trying to, you know, go too far with it. Just leave it sitting there. Just leave it sitting there, and I don't know what to do with it now. I think that blue bit's fucking off from the entrance to the hotel. That bit there. See, when I'm sitting there asking people advice, I'm not really asking for advice. I'm sharing my pain with you. That's all I'm doing. I'm not wanting advice. Because it's like, it's a weird, I know, sorry, it sounds like I'm asking for advice, but I'm not. I'm just sharing my pain. That's all. I'm not wanting anybody to say, oh yeah, do away with the blue bit, because I'm actually quite dominant when I'm doing art, as it should be. So I'm just sort of like saying, oh, what do you think? And that's a rhetorical question. So at least I'm being honest about the fact that I'm not actually asking you what you think. All I'm looking for is praise and validation. That's what we all look for. We're looking for validation, praise. Are we looking for praise or validation? Or is that a different form of validation? I don't know. That looks like a tongue, doesn't it? That's the drinking fountain. I think we'll leave that then now. Time for another coffee. Coffee number 5? Or is it 4? Maybe I should go and fill the car up. I need to fill my white car up. The light is on. I just like that. Yeah, but why do you fill it up when you're going somewhere? You know, because normally I'm in a hurry when I go somewhere. Normally it could be a weird time I'm doing it, but who knows. So what we're going to do now, so the idea about cutting the white out is there, and then I'd fit it in the frame and I'd use a clean white sheet of paper behind it, and I'd put in it the time, and that will give you a bit of depth. This is the sort of thing you probably wouldn't do. This is a lot of work. Is it really a lot of work? Or, you know, I'm sort of thinking, so do I do it digitally, like 4:20 or 4:18 PM? So all I could do is get like a bit of paper right behind there, and I'll make it fit in the frame, that way it can't move, and that way you don't have to tape it. You just put it in the frame, perfect, fit that on top of it, and that would be your, so you either put your 4:20 or your, but you have to cut it properly. Right, let's leave that now. I'll go and wash my hands, because I don't want the stuff to get where it shouldn't be. So we're going to take the tape off there later, and just leave the rest of it. Put a bit more outline on that chimney. Hello. What do you mean hello? You've been here all the time, haven't you? I'm still getting used to pressing pause on the video. It makes it sound like I think that you know that I've been away, but you don't, because it's paused, doesn't it? Right. What's happening then? Right, we're going to try that. Cutting out the. Well, I need a cutting board. I have got a cutting board. I don't know where it is. Can't find it. Look at the state of this place. It's fucking shit, innit? Disaster. It's like everything in my life is a mess. What I need to do with this lot here is, there's my white ancestors. Oh, Let's get all this shit out of here and put it all back in again. And you know what? It's probably not going to happen until summer. Yeah, right, okay, stop blabbing all that shit. So I'm going to go for it. I'm going to cut this out. Sometimes you've got to make brave, brave decisions. You just have to, So, don't even know if it's going to work, but fuck it. Right, so, is it going to work? Is it going to work? Try not to overthink things. How's it going to affect it if I cut that out? Certainly have to keep a black line within it, don't we? So maybe we could, well, I think it does turn it around. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these out. What I'll do is I'll just be brave here. Right, so the plan is cut them out and then put white paper right behind. And then of course if I write something in there and it doesn't look quite right, I could just turn the paper around or use a different bit of paper. So it's not to try and not have sort of ragged bits in it. I don't know what's causing it, but I'm just not. I'm actually doing that thing where I'm sort of, I suppose, angry. Generally, when I start going in my weird moods, I blame my parents. That's what I normally do. I think about them quite a lot. I was thinking there, my mind wanders like in all sorts of weird ways. I was thinking about Ian, my pal, and my parents were alright with him, and I was watching it. It's actually easy to be critical about the past, isn't it? But they really like my parents, along with my neighbours, well, not all my neighbours, but they're really looking for heteronormativity. So they're looking for, and it's all to do with success and everything, and it becomes a big pressure. And sometimes I actually really believe that if you pressure people too much in one way or the other, you're actually pushing it. I'm not using this to get out of blame for the things that I've done in my life. I'm talking about if you push somebody a certain way, they will end up going that way. It's just like, how do you get people to do what you want? How do you manage people? So what techniques can you use? So shaming them and being mean and manipulating and all sorts, it's not going to get them to do what you want. That is, unless you can be honest about what it is you actually do want. Because sometimes that's a bit unclear with people. But generally, people work off some kind of. What I'm saying is that if you try to push somebody to do something, then they might. Typically, I don't think we're all that unusual. It's not like for me to try and pretend that I'm special, that I'm different, and all the rest of it. I don't think that's true. I think most of us are fairly standard people, in that we follow standard norms. Well, they swing around between different people, of course. Between males and females, I don't think we're that different. don't know if this has worked or not. You know, so I think we're all pretty standard for the most part, most normal people. My dad says to me something like, I was always a freak, or something like that. It was a word like that, I can't remember what word it was, and it still hurt me yet. He's dead. And he apologised the next day, but it still, you know, it still hurt. It's hurt. So they made a child who wasn't resilient. Climate resilient. I'm not, well, I am resilient, I suppose. Some ways. Who knows? See, what I'm worried about is that this doesn't have a clear definition. You know, so the black line wasn't thick enough. It's really what worried me. So the plan is now. So what I'll do with that is I'll forget about. So we'll put either 4, 28 or 18 in there, or the thing is we can do this. We can do 4, 18 if you like, and if you don't like it, we can change it. It's not a problem. So we'll try that. We'll do a 4, 18. So now I need to cut around the edges, all the edges. I'll put it on pause, it's going to be a bit boring for you watching that. So God, this is weird. The other thing is, I can always do a bit more work about some areas of it, even once it's finished. Oh God, the phone's going to go. The battery's going now. I think what happens when you put the camera on pause, the video, it still takes power out of the battery. I noticed that the other day when I went away and left it. So if I'm going to go away and left it, I need to leave it plugged into the battery booster thing. Right, I'll have to go and get it. Now what we're going to do is take the tape off. Oh right, wait a minute, you haven't done the... You're going to need a Sharpie pen to do the... Well, I can still take the tape off. No, I think it should be better doing this first. Are you finished with it? The problem is when I go like and say, oh, I'll fix this bit, and I'll end up spraying it again. It's not good, you know. So basically, what I'm talking about is this bit here. So we don't need to spray it again. And this door, so all I'm going to do is get Sharpie pens which are in that box there, and oh look, it's torn a bit of the, it's not went totally clean. Well, I can touch that up. So what I need to do, I need to take this off as well. The idea with this was that I was going to use Sharpie pens to do the window. Right, so where's all the Sharpie pens? I think they're in this. Hello! I think they're in this box over here. Yes, they are. They're in here. I've got everything here. I need this. Oh, look! You keep saying all this shit and you never do it. Somebody had this out of the box and never put it back in the box. It's a projector. I think the more. I must have bought my own projector. I got another one of them in there. How does that go in there? Oh aye. This looks fucking shit. Oh aye, you have to unplug it. See, it's like when people take things out of boxes and then don't put them back. It's like really irritating. So where was that? And then you go like, how the fuck does that fit in this box? It doesn't fit. Somebody in China put it in right at the start. It's like, so I'm doing this when I'm trying to do something else, and I'm doing this. And I know who did this or didn't do this. Right, Sharpies. Please. Right, you've got your pen. You know what glass looks like. You don't need to look at the frickin' thing. All you're doing is just blanking off the windows. That's all. In any sort of manner that you wish. It doesn't matter. Right, so we'll get that's down the side of the window. We'll put a right down there like that. Right, and we'll fix the little problem. We could put just a line. What is that? Is that a bit of tape or still there? That is. Oh dear. Right. Okay. What the fuck? Taking the top layer of the fucking paper off. Oh no, I think that's yeah, see what happened there? See how things could go wrong? That was a bit of, it was a bit of the tape. God, I'm gonna have to fix that. For Christ's sake, can I put the bloody put the bloody Sharpies away. Not Sharpies. Can you do it in pen? Could you just touch that up in pen? Save you getting your hingies back out. Aye, that's not bad, is it? That's not too bad, is it? Definitely mixed media. Right, where's the pen for this bit here? Right. Right, we need, I think it's green, but the actual sign is blue, but that would be really difficult. Letters is one of the worst things on earth to try and do. So what you do is, you just don't give it a shot, is what you do. And you just get out there. It's kind of like a Western, yeah, as in a Western. The type font on that sign. Just get on with it and do it. It is important. Kind of leaning on this. That's a problem with. It's a problem with. Taking fucking. Shut up, what are you talking about? I don't know. See how I'm making an arse of that? We're already in trouble. I'm doing it backwards as well. West, so we need a T in there. Problem with being friendly and accommodating is that you allow numpties into your life. I think we are programmed to be helpful and polite. And I think it's a problem sometimes, and then you feel, see if you're like if I'm quite assertive and tell somebody to get lost or no or something, then I feel bad about it. So you're in a sort of binary situation where you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Okay. I'm not all that happy with that, but well, what I could do is, a good idea would be to go along the bottom of the sign with a black pen just to outline it, like the shadow at the top, the bottom of the sign. It's got a shadow, so we could just go along there like that with a pen, and along the top as well. Right, now we've got to take, pretty sure all we've got to do now is take the paper off. Are you ready? Are you still there? Can you see what I can see? Ooh! This is the moment we've all not been waiting for. It doesn't matter if that paper gets damaged, as long as it remains white, because often it takes like the top layer of the, oh god, how did that happen? Did you cut around here? Ah, look, it started at the wrong bit there. Got to watch for that, ain't you? It was nearly going to, to be satisfied as a person, you know, like sort of like that thing about being a truck driver. You just get in your truck, you drive, and you're satisfied. And the next day, you do the same thing. And the reason you do it is, well, the primary reason is to pay your rent. Is that why you do it? Is that what we exist for, just to pay our rent? Well, of course, or whatever, you know, I'm just saying, I know not everybody's got rent to pay, but a lot of people do. Sadly, they are getting left behind, but that's just the globe. Well, unfortunately, you have to be. I mean, I want that Miliband. I seen him today. Mike Graham was talking about him. What? I mean, he's an absolute dumpling, that guy. You know, he's. I thought we got rid. I mean, I don't know if you lot are younger than me or not, but he was around a few years ago, and then he sort of disappeared. He tried to become head of the Labour Party. Or was that time... I think he maybe wanted to be Prime Minister at that time. I can't remember. If and he fucked his brother over. He's a fucking total cunt, and then he appears again. Like all these years later. As a twat that's destroying our industry. And this fake nonsense. This net zero nonsense. It's like not going to do any good to anyone apart from the Chinese and him. People making money off it. There's nobody here going to make money off that. It's all lies. Well, there is, but not the same sort of extent as we could have if we had proper power. Use the actual resources that we've got. Ah, God, you know, it really is. It's actually heartbreaking what's happening. That's that we it's kind of torn the paper quite a bit there. Yeah, pretty that really. Don't know how much of that you're going to see. Probably not any of it really. It's a bit of a weird bit there. Yeah, I get that. Remember though, the frame's going to kind of cover a bit of that anyway, the border. Right, so now we've got to do is, I think we've just got to, at the moment, just forget about touching in any bits or anything like that. I can just get it framed up and then we could always go back to it. You know, like maybe I'm thinking about the no entry signs. I think I'm being over obsessing over it. I think I need to get it framed up and see what we've got. So what we'll do is we'll put another bit of paper under it and we'll pencil in either 4:20 or 4:20. Not sure exactly what to do. Yeah. You know, we could actually use the paper that comes with that. Yeah, and that would save me. I don't know if it's totally white or not. Does it matter? Yeah, no, I don't think it's white. It makes it look like a beige sort of colour. I'd rather it was white. I'm not sure. Hang on. I'll have a look. I don't know if any of you lot are fed up watching this. I'm getting fed up watching it myself. So basically, I get that light on, coming because it's getting dark out. Oh, I've been watching American stuff. So basically, I've got the. Stop saying basically. I've got that frame there, the border, and that's given me. I don't know if this is this. If I'm going to do educational videos for children, I'm going to have to stop swearing. I'm going to have to, so if that's what I'm trying to do, I'm going to have to stop swearing. And well, I was washing the car the other day, and there's this teenager shouting at me in a pleasant way. Hi, never. Thought, oh God. Well, I know that the college students have been watching the videos because the lecturer from Forth Valley College, one of the lecturers who told me when I met him at Falkirk. So I know this is happening. So and that, well, maybe they like watching me because I swear a lot, but you know, at the end of the day, the parents won't like it, will they? You don't want them finding out about the real world, do you? It's not good for the brains, is it? You don't want them finding out just how horrible everything is. You know, that's the thing about the things I say about women. Remember, if you're well-adjusted female, you should be able to embrace that and go, yeah, own it, and go, you know, it's because if you're defending that, if you're defending that to the hilt, why are you doing that? So, really, I'm not sure. Well, I think I'm going to start announcing that I'm an anti-feminist. Oh, that's you just went away and alienated another load of customers. What's wrong with you? There might be women that are interested in that. I've just switched off because of what I just said. You idiot. Stop saying your opinions. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shite what you think. Nobody cares. You know, everybody's welcome. You know, you can have these opinions. Who says? I mean, my opinions have changed over the years anyway. They're never the same. You know, it's like, who's to say that my opinions are right? They're not. They're just, that's what they are right now. They might be different in a year's time. Who knows who I'm getting influenced by? Well, I know who I'm getting influenced by, but why am I allowing myself to be... Well, I'm allowing myself to be influenced by a specific person. That's why you have peer groups. God, that's no fucking... It's not cutting that. Is this, are these scissors better? These big ones? I'm not saying that everything I say is right. Well, I am saying it's right. But it's right as far as I know at this present moment in time. Even people like Elon Musk, you know, in a lot of ways I really like him, but in a lot of ways I don't. I don't like Teslas. I could totally go off him, but I don't think I will, but I might. The next person come along and say, I hate him. But that's your prerogative, you know. Right, so what we've got to do now, we've got to cut in the bits that are sticking out, and the main problem is, so these bits up here, I've got to, they've got to stick out. These scissors, I thought they were good, they're not, they're fucking crap. Maybe we're better using the bloody knife. Yeah, better using the knife. Where did you put the knife? Slot it out with a knife. So how much there? I just had a flashback from Sauchiehall Street in Glasgow. The red light district. My God. Why did that memory come into my head? That was from 1980. Bloody... Oh God. Why did I get weird thoughts? It's alright having thoughts, but if it's causing you discomfort, then it's not good, is it? Alright. Yeah, you've kind of fucked that right up, haven't you? Yeah, I don't know what brought that. Why did that thought come in? I was walking down Sauchiehall Street in 1980. I don't know, probably 84, 85. And this woman says, I had these red shoes on. I got stuck. The digs I was staying at in Renfrew. No, where was that again?
It was near Ferguson Park, but it wasn't. It was Eldersley. That's what it was. Eldersley. That's where I was staying, and this woman conned me into buying these red shoes. A lot of times with me, my sister bought me clothes. Well, she went away with my money and bought me clothes. Basically, I didn't really have a clue about clothes. It was the wrong people. The person who should have been doing that was my brother, to show me how to be a man, or to try and help me be a man. A woman's not going to do that for you. So I bought these red shoes off her. I think it was something stupid, like, they were new, it was like £3 or something. Actually seems like a lot now. Back then, £3. I wouldn't even pay £3 for them now. And I was walking down Sauchiehall Street, and this woman says, "Business." And I should have maybe... It was a world that I wasn't... I ran a mile. I mean, how dangerous is that? You know, it could have been... Well, at the end of the day, could have been murdered or something. The other thing is, well, I don't know what's right and wrong. Who knows? Is it wrong to go, you know? I would say now aye, but that's just because I've become a more considerate person. You know, I think that's it's just I'm a different person now. So, so basically, you can cut right through that. You know, just bearing in mind that we're putting a white bit of paper in behind it as well, so I was very, very naive at that time. Very naive. Yeah. Very. I mean, very naive. Right, so this seems like all day I've been doing this. Well, kind of is really. I think what I need to do, if anybody's ever asked me to do any art, I should stop trying to show off by saying how quick I am. I mean, you don't want to be quick, you want to get paid. So, being a show off and saying, oh, you know, I can do that in half an hour. Don't do that. No, it's not clever. It's a specialist, personal piece of... So what we're going to do here, so there's the white. See how white that looks now? Wow. That's certainly done that, isn't it? That's come with that effect. So it almost seems a shame to... almost seems a shame to put anything on that. I think this is definitely taking too long to do this. So what my plan was, see, I remember at the end of the day, I can actually change this. Right, so what colour should I mean, I could put 20 past 4. That's like a digital. Let's just put 20 past 4, because at the end of the day I can turn that round. You know, well, shall we do a pencil first?
Where's your pencil? The red one.
No, oh, there it is there.
It's basically I think that would look alright, wouldn't it? Right. So we do that then. That's sort of glossy paper that's under there. It came from that frame. Bear in mind, this can be changed very easily. What do you think of that? That can be changed. That can be changed. Right. You could have tight, hands. We'll leave it like that then now. Okay. Now what we need to do is get the border. This border here. And we need to fit our doofers in it. Chimney. Any other bits. And then we need to wriggle it about to get it where we want it. So we've got that bit there. Right there. That's supposed to be a peak. Right, the problem. Right. I can see a potential problem here. Because the 420 might be in the wrong place. It's more or less what I'm looking for. And of course at the bottom, it's only just a little bit down that corner. It's hardly even. It is going over it. It is going over it. Aye. So we need to get that out. I can't remember if I cut that or not. I think I did. Yeah, I'm going to have to maybe think. Well, wait a minute, no, the videos that I'm putting on are clearly specifically not for children. So, that's taking away that fine line there, that's annoying. There was a fine line that's been damaged there with this manoeuvre. So that's us. That bit there got damaged. Well, I could touch that in with a green pen, eh? We've got a green pen, dark green. Did that do that job? Oh shit, see what you've done there? You went and touched that. See how you can fuck things up? Well, that just happened. I should probably just left that the way it was. I think I've screwed that bit up actually. And see the. Well, not really. See that bit's coming over. Right. Pen. Signed. Well, actually, I'm not happy with that bit. Mind, I'm going to have to sit and look at it. Oh, I'll tell you what I could do to hide that. That green, I touched that with a pen. Who knows what the secret is? Right, pretty much. Are you still there? You haven't gone away home, have you? So, right, so that's the top, which is this. Try and keep your fingers off it. It's come out, see? It's come out of there. It's come out. It might be that I might have to trim some of that to make that fit. See, that's sticking out there. The thing we do is just heave it over. There's not really much, room for mistakes. As you can see, it's not really fitting right. It might be that it comes out of these little, or it doesn't look right, and I'll have to take it back out again. I won't put them all down. Yeah, it stayed in the right position. And I haven't done it upside down. These cheap frames are brilliant. Oh, you just get some of them and use them, and then when you're feeling really confident about what you've done, go and pay somebody to do it properly. See, that one's jumped out the side there. How does that look? Wow. Jesus. I don't know about that 420, what do you think? I might just change that and put do it properly, with the 20 past 4. Or maybe it's a quirky part of it. Right, so thanks for watching this video. My God, is that really taking that long to do this? 1 hour and 4 minutes? Jesus. Thanks for watching. Bye! Please remember to like, share and subscribe. Subscribe, not upscribe. Subscribe. Bye! We could do another version. Yeah, we could do a 4:20 with hands. And see what it looks like. Bye! Remember to like, share and subscribe.